How hard do you need to train in order to put on more muscle and get completely jacked? Well, the influencer online will tell you you need to have 2 reps in the reserve and leave 2 reps in the tank. Or somebody else will say you have to train beyond failure. So what's right? When you want to get jacked and put on as much muscle as possible, how you train matters. This is why you hear all the time like the guys from the golden era, and they talk about Arnold and how hard that he trained in the gym. So, and I really truly believe that he did train hard. But what does that hard actually mean? Well, the only time I believe you should leave reps in reserve is one, if you're a competitive powerlifter and you're on a progressive training program, meaning that your program peaks you for a certain period of time. Aside from that, if that's not your goal, if your goal is to ultimately gain more muscle and look jacked, then you need to be training harder than you currently are. You need to be making what I call UTF, or ugly training face. So if I was to video you working out and you watch the footage, you should be able to look at your face and say, damn, that's ugly. That's good. That means you're training hard because you're straining. You're actually pushing yourself. But if you're able to have a conversation, smile, laugh, joke, talk to people in the gym while you're doing your set, that's not intensity at all. There's no way to train. Like, as if Arnold was to say, because he says this in another video, that's Mickey Mouse stuff. And that's so true. It is. It's Mickey Mouse stuff. It's nonsense. You need to have ugly training face when you train. So what does that mean? It means that you need to try to beat your previous performance on the last set. Now, I'm not talking about beat it as in the sense of like, okay, I got to put more weight on the bar. I got to do more reps. And like, you should always aim for those two, right? But there's another way that you can do that. And that's with your form and the connection that you have with that movement, feeling it. Because there's one thing, I used to train with a natural bodybuilder who looked phenomenal. He was in such great shape. And we were workout partners for a very, very long time. And he used to always hammer in my head, do you feel it? Develop that mind-muscle connection. Are you feeling it? Do you feel this movement in your lats? And for a while, I listened to the science guys when I was training with him, and I was kind of like poo-pooing that. I'm like, yeah, if I'm moving the weight, the muscle's contracting. And in a sense, it is. That's very true. But the more connected you are to that muscle, the more you're going to get out of that movement. I never really thought of it that way. So I'm trying to explain that to you, is that you need to get the most out of everything. So let's say you did, I don't know, bench press, and you did 225 for 10 reps, right? So you did 225 for 10 reps. As soon as you got up from that last set, do an inventory. Check your pecs. Like, do I feel it? Do I feel it in that movement? Am I getting a good pump right now? If not, then you need to, for the next set, focus a little bit more on your pecs when you're doing the bench press. That makes all a difference, because now you have to push yourself a little bit more. You have to push that intensity up. I've talked about this in other videos as well, but you need to have double progression when it comes to your training as well. You should not only have a weight goal, like add weight to the bar, but you should also have a rep goal and range that you stay in. So let's just say for bench press, it's between 8 and 12. Well, if I'm doing 10 reps on 225 for 3 sets, let's just say, and it looks 10, 10, 10, that's how my sets look. The next time I do that, I have to try to beat my reps. So maybe it's 11, 11, 12. Something like that, right? Or 11, 11, 10. So until I get to 12 all across the board, then I might add weight. You want to try to push yourself with intensity through reps, how you're feeling the movement, and also by adding weight. But adding weight should always be the last thing that you do. Remember, the goal is to be jacked forever, not to be jacked for 12 weeks and then stop. So if the goal is to be jacked for as long as possible, you need to have longevity in this. And the way you have longevity in this is not trying to always add weight to the bar, but trying to get as much as you can out of every movement that you can. I hope that makes sense. If you guys want help with any of that and you want to pick up some of my programs, you can do that in the links below. And until next time, this was Anthony, AB Fitness. I'll catch you on the next one. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, a comment, and if you are looking for a coach and a nutritionist, visit our profile. We would love to help you out today.